plan for this.
What is this? Lol at 2,500 calories. Here's what the globalists have planned for you in 2030.
But there's already a plan for this. And the World Economic Forum calls them smart cities, which seems great. Progressive urban designers like the UK headquartered ARUP group, they have their own section on the WEF website. They're gaming what smart cities might look like. It's kind of exciting. What would life be like in these cities? Well, here you go. Their plan for 2030, your family will eat 0 amounts of meat and 0 amounts of dairy. Each person will be restricted to 2,500 calories a day. What? Each family member will only receive 3 new items of clothing per year. This is on the World Economic site. There will be 0 privately owned vehicles. This article on the website actually quotes Klaus Schwab and his references in the 4th Industrial Revolution. They talk about utilizing technologies like 5G, quantum computing, artificial intelligence.
Bro, this is one of the only people that got fired from Fox for being too unhinged. I just want you to understand how insane he was, because he had like what was he addicted to? What was his addiction? For like literally doing Fox News too much, okay? Think about that. Fox News loves insane conspiracy theorists on their broadcast. And Glenn Beck was fired
for, quote, reshaping the built environment.
The World Economic Forum is sus. We need to drop that everything is a conspiracy rhetoric. There are harmful organizations trying to shape society. Oh my God. Okay, I don't even know what he's talking about here. But there are so many of these that like basically put guidelines on what best practices could be. Okay, that doesn't mean they're cutting your meat. Chatter. Are you silly? Are you stupid? You think like an entire part, an incredibly, insanely profit driving sector of economic production is just going to be washed away because the World Economic Forum decided to do so? What are you, crazy? Also, what's frustrating about like this sort of thing, especially when like right-wingers talk about it, is that this is your system. You designed it to be this way. You're literally mad that like the institutional hegemonic superpowers that are basically built, designed to reinforce capitalist modes of living and capitalist modes of production are, doing other on top of whatever they're doing. It's so frustrating. I'm stupid. What's stopping them if they are the World Health Org like that? It's just not happening because it's mostly not happening because there's no way for it. There's no mechanism. And also you're making money off of it. Okay. People just like look to guidelines on what could happen. People could, or what should happen potentially in the future, and like lose their minds and make it seem like it's like supposed to be a mandate that it will be backed by force or something.
Exciting. What would life be like in these cities? Well, here you go. Their plan for 2030, your family will eat 0 amounts of meat and 0 amounts.
Like it literally says ambitious target and a progressive target. Consumption intervention, dietary change. This intervention is characterized by 3 major changes, which are described in more detail.
Of dairy. Each person will be restricted to 2,500 calories a day. What? Each family member will only receive 3 new items of clothing per year. This is on the World Economic.
It's so funny. Like, here's why the World Economic Forum is never going to do this. Okay? Because the World Economic Forum and every other capitalist institution is unironically designed to uphold the exact same system that this is supposedly curbing back. How are you going to go after fast fashion? Explain to me how you're going to go after fast fashion. How are you going to go after the agricultural production? Okay? Like, what are you talking about? Yet again, psychotic right-wing delusional conspiracy theorists hyper-focusing on like all of the marketing techniques of the World Economic Forum to like appeal to liberals, okay? And to reinforce in that way capitalist hegemony.
There will be 0 privately owned vehicles. This article on the website actually quotes Klaus Schwab and his references in the 4th Industrial Revolution. They talk about utilizing technologies like 5G, quantum computing, artificial intelligence for, quote, reshaping the built environment. I got to tell you, this is the scariest stuff I have ever written. I mean, Utopians in 1984, that stuff couldn't be done 20 years ago. This is George Orwell on steroids, and it all can be done and is being done.
Yeah, the World Economic Forum's big new ideas, trying out a planned economy. Yeah, totally going to happen. This is communism, brother. Like, yeah, I mean, that would literally be some level of like socialism. But of course, it's for that reason alone, it's never going to happen, because you're not going to get an arm of capitalist, an arm that is dedicated to reinforcing capitalist hegemonic culture is not going to turn around and shackle capitalism. Its entire purpose and design is to make it seem as though they are doing something. Maybe this like helps the Green Party loyalists and liberals in general. But like, if you think that there is any tooth to this kind of thing, and if you think that there is any sort of, especially as a leftist, if you think that there is anything coming out of this that is like legitimate, then you fundamentally misunderstand materialist analysis. Okay. Also, no politics on Saturday. We're having fun.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you whatever. You just do a lot of, you know. How do I say this? Okay, so what I really want to do is I want to get a nutritionist. Where do I get one?
First, you gotta stop standing like this.
First off.
He is zesty, bro. No, it's fine.
Okay,
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. He is kind of zesty, though. Like, Aiden, like, I don't know if Aiden was doing the ha-ha thing or if he was just basically being himself a little bit, living La Vida Loca, if you know what I'm saying. This also plays into, Auntie's about to clip this and call Aiden the F word and no longer be into Aiden. He's about to be like, nah, it's too F-wordy for me, is what Auntie's about to say. But yeah, no, this is a bit zesty, I'll be honest. Bro, come on, he's gotta be. So stupid.